to hook you up. Everybody's finding love on the internet these days, right? This has been going on a while. I actually met my husband online. Back then I was on a bunch of sites. I was on Match.com and I was on Adult Friend Finder. My Match.com profile said loves fine dining. Adult Friend Finder, swallows. I gotta say, I'm really glad my husband's priorities were where they are. I'm really glad they were where they are because God knows I do not want to cook. Tonight I have 3 awesome, funny comedians who are going to compete for a date with a self-proclaimed nice guy, because goodness knows they've had enough of naughty comedians. This nice guy also has a particular turn on that may surprise you. But before I get to him, let's go ahead and meet our lovely contestants. Contestant number 1 is not only a comic, but she's also an author. She runs Smilez Entertainments and she gives back to her community with Rock Cares. She's also a very good time. She's fun-loving. She likes to do all sorts of things as long as the guy is not too short and doesn't take her for spicy food. Please welcome contestant number 1.
Hi, guys.
Hi. You and I would have a hard time having dinner together because I put Tabasco on everything. The second I get to a restaurant, I'm like, where is the Tabasco? And if I can't find it, I'm leaving.
All I need spicy is the penis. That's it. Let's get it hot.
Right there. Well, that's not something you would ever want to put Tabasco on. At least I don't know. All right. Contestant, when I asked contestant number 2 if there was anything I could plug for her, her answer was her mouth, so she would stop eating. That's what she said. But there's a reason. She can cook, so that's good.
Yeah,
she loves kids. Good. I should come over then.
Yeah.
She loves kids, puppies, her own company, and she's looking for a guy who's lactose intolerant so he won't try to steal her cheese.
This is true. Yeah. It's all mine.
What's your favorite kind?
Oh God. My favorite kind is feta. Yeah, I like feta. Yeah.
Again,
it's a boring answer.
Not my thing. Not my thing. But that's okay. Please welcome contestant number 2. Contestant number 3 is the star of Part of That World, a parody, sexual dirty parody on The Little Mermaid. She is very talented in bed, has the best breasts, but you might want to make note that if you're rude to the waiter or interrupt her, she may just walk away. I really hope she doesn't walk out on me. I interrupt everybody. But let's go ahead. She does love to cuddle, too. Let's welcome contestant number 3. Are we ready to meet our bachelor?
Yes, please.
All right. He has a podcast that's all about hockey, and he knows how to drive a sailboat. But his real true passion is professional wrestling. He's laid back. So if it turns you on to see a guy nervous, I'll tell you, the best way to make this guy nervous is to tell him to loosen up. Loosen up. Okay. Help me welcome our bachelor, Mr. Luke Lograno. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Luke. Thank you so much. So is it true? Are you really a nice guy?
I am a nice guy.
Aw. So is it true what they say that nice guys finish last?
I wish it wasn't, but yeah, it's true.
Actually, I think it's a good thing because you're supposed to wait for her to finish before you finish.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, man.
So what is your unique turn on?
Well, you know, Sharon, for years, my friends have asked me, are you a boobs guy or a butts guy? Tell you the truth, I'm a respect guy. That's me.
Aww. That's sweet.
It's nice. It's nice. Let me tell you, the one thing that scares me most, though, when dating a woman is that my mother won't approve of her. That's the number one fear I have.
Is she watching?
Oh, she's watching.
So maybe we should be figuring out what she's into, but that's okay. because it's time, just about time, for you to ask these ladies your questions that I know you have prepared. And I want you to take into consideration when you're figuring out who you want to date, when you go on your Zoom date with them, or whichever one you choose, your mother's not going to be chaperoning. I am.
Oh, boy. All right. Sharon, I got to buy you dinner, too? Oh, boy.
Yeah. So this is going to be, depending on who you choose, it's going to be very confusing. Look, I know you have some questions. I'm going to be here to help you and judge you like your mother might. So go ahead and ask away, Luke.
Okay. We'll start it nice and simple. Contestant number 1. If we were out on a date, what's something I could do to blow your mind?
Allow me to blow you.
Not out the gate.
Oh.
Wow. All right.
I'm spontaneous. I'm like, let's go with the flow. So I love it.
Wow. All right. Okay.
I think he's blushing. I think like he can't.
This is a good
I
start.
want him to.
We're doing a good
I
start.
want him to.
We can't sit here. We got to move on. So, contestant number 2. I live on the beach. I love sailing. If I invited you for a ride on my sailboat, what would you bring and why?
I would bring my thong bikini, and that's it. I would bring my thong bikini,
That's it. Oh.
and I'd hold it in my hand.
A bottom and a top?
It would be a bottom and a top, but I'll just wind up topless.
I really hope you don't fall over, because
Yeah, I don't even think he can talk. I don't think Luke has ever had this kind of.
This is a lot for me, Sharon. And
I know. Okay.
take in. All right.
Now remember, Luke. Remember, you can ask each question twice in a row, at least,
Okay.
and then ask that last question to everybody.
All right. Let's double up here. Contestant number 3, same question to you. If you were coming on my sailboat, what would you bring and why?
If I was coming on your sailboat, I would bring a handle of Tito's, some sunblock, and maybe some condoms.
Oh.
Yeah, good idea. Practical. I like it. All right. I'll bring it back to you here. I always say my favorite beer is the next one. Describe it as though I was your favorite beverage.
Oh, you as my favorite beverage, you would be sparkly, bubbly, and feel good in my throat.
Contestant number 1, same question to you.
If you were my favorite drink, you would be strong and very stiff.
Good answers, ladies. You're doing real well. It's making me. We still got more show to go. All right, let's focus.
Let's
here.
keep going.
Okay.
Luke, are you able to talk through this?
Yeah, Sharon. You know what? I think I'm gonna be okay. I think I'm gonna be all right.
I'm worried about Luke's mother a tiny bit, just a little.
She'll make it through a lot. She'll make it through this. All right.
She probably wants grandchildren, so.
I wouldn't be lying if she said she hadn't brought it up recently. So, ladies, you might be in luck. Contestant number 3. I want to get a little personal here. So,
Okay.
tell me a secret, something that you wouldn't regret, something that you might regret telling me afterwards. But I'm a respect guy. I won't judge.
Well, I hope this reference isn't too old for you, but I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right.
What's the wildest thing you ever did in a Burger King, Luke?
I spent more than $10. That's probably the craziest thing ever. All right. Contestant number 2. The question to you.
Same question to me. Well, if I want to go with the same theme as, or subject matter as contestant number 3, I would say one of my biggest secrets is that I once had Whoopi in a tree.
In a tree?
You called it Whoopi. Wow.
I did.
That's probably the,
Listen, I know you're very flexible. I know you're very strong, but I don't know. You climbed a tree, and
I
then
did. I'm not saying. I'm not going to say that drugs weren't involved, I really, because of the drugs, I don't remember the position. I do remember the tree, and I do remember people jogging underneath it.
my body type the tree ain't holding the both of us. All right.
What kind of tree?
I don't know. Whatever the trees are at Battery Park City.
Does anyone know?
New York. What are the trees down there? I don't know. Let's go with dogwood.
They're green. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I hope not pine. I'm allergic to pine. I'd come out with hives all over my ass.
All right. Next question, contestant number 1. Like I said before, the biggest thing I'm scared of when I date a woman is that my mother won't approve of her. So if I took you home and I introduced you to my mother, what would you do to impress her?
First, I would ask you, what does she like and what she's into? And I'll try to bring something that she's into and then pretend like I care. And once she likes me, then we can sneak off and run away together. But definitely I'll find out what she likes and I'll bring it, what she like. Well, like she like to cook, I'll bring a dish, I'll do a couple of jokes for her,
Good. She'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
You and I are just the same. When I met my husband's mother, he asked me to cover my tattoos for her. So I did. And then one day we got married and she was like, what is she, a sailor? Like I do that. But then eventually.
Like I care.
Yeah,
I just want Luke's heart.
once you got the
I'm
guy.
not fucking his mom.
Say that.
I'm
Well, you
aiming
never
to please you.
Contestant number 3, same question to you. If I brought you home to my mother, how would you impress her?
Well, I would listen to everything she says. I'd help her cook, and I'll leave the stripper shoes at home.
That's very thoughtful. Thank you. I appreciate
Can you come to my apartment and do that? I want someone to listen to me and cook. You bring your stripper shoes.
Make my ass look good.
All right. Last question. Contestant number 3, we'll start with you. As Sharon said before, I'm a big fan of professional wrestling, and I love the Ladies of Glow. So if you were a wrestler, what would be your name and what would be your catchphrase?
Well, I think I would be Queen Esther the Schlepper. She'll knock the Haman out of your purum.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I like that. All right, contestant number 2, what about you?
Oh, my wrestling name would be Ferocious Firefly because I will dazzle you and amaze you with my sparkle and then set your ass on fire. Twinkle, twinkle, boom, baby. Twinkle, twinkle, boom.
I like it. All right. And contestant number 1, it's all you.
Mine would be Thunder Smiles because I'll be showering you with so much smiles and coming in torturing everybody else with the thunder and lightning. Ah! Okay, too much. Just want to see that I can get crazy. Keep it conservative. For mom who's watching. I love you, Mom.
Wow. All right, Sharon, I think I've made my decision.
Really? So it would be contestant number 1 who's going to try to impress your mother, which you said is the most important thing to you. Contestant number 2 who knows how to do it in a tree. Or contestant number 3 who does something way more wild than spend over $10 at a Burger King.
Like I said before, I'm practical. I'm Irish, so I burn next to a Yankee candle, and sunscreen on my sailboat sounds like the move. So contestant number 3, I'm picking you.
Congratulations, very excited. But I just want you, before we go anywhere, and before you go ahead and get to know contestant number 3, I want you to know a little bit about the 2 women who are sending home for another night alone with their shower heads. So first, you're really missing out with contestant number 1. She's creative. She loves going places. She's open-minded. She's easy to talk to. And most important to you, Luke, she would have gotten along with your mother because she is one herself. Please say a loving, loving hello and goodbye to Yolanda Smilez. Thank you, Yolanda.
Hey, Yolanda, I'm sorry.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Yolanda.
Look, if it don't work out, hit me in my DM. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, girl.
Swallow kids, you know.
You might have had a really good time with contestant number 2. Even though she describes herself as annoying, she is also a very, very good person. She's a very good person with a little bit of a hint of a see you next Tuesday. That's what she said. I didn't say it. Just how she described herself. I had nothing to do with it. She also can protect you because she is an expert at martial arts. And again, very important to you, parents like her.
Yeah, it is actually true. All of my friends always want to bring me home to meet their parents. So, you know, if it doesn't work out with contestant number 3, you can hit up Yolanda, or once your mother sees this, she's probably going to have you call me. See you soon, Mom.
But you are in for a treat because everybody we have here is wonderful. So contestant number 3, you're going to get to share her hugest turn on, which is witty banter. She's going to love your energy because you've got lots of it. And most important, although she is an alpha in the streets, she's a sub in bed.
Oh.
Which is kind of like me. I'm like a lady in bed and a freak in the streets. I'm just kidding. She also loves to cuddle, and she's happy to go on a date with you. So please meet your date, your Zoom love, Rachel Green.
Yay, I'm excited. I'm good.
You 2 are going to go on the most fantastic Zoom date. And remember, this is not your mother's Zoom date, because what happens on Zoom gets recorded and posted on the internet. That's how it works. I cannot wait for your Zoom date. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to be there. And I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight on the HoneyZoomers. And please remember, yeah, you don't have to be lonely if you're home alone. Your parents are literally sitting there waiting for you to call them. And potentially teach them how to use FaceTime or Zoom, which is a superpower in of itself if you can do that. Thank you. Good night. Be safe, be well, and remember that I love you.
Love you.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye. Day, Sharon.